The Pixar Theory by John Negroni is one of the best theories out there. Connecting and placing all of Pixar's movies onto one large timeline in the same world was genius, and since the theory has been made, many layers have been added to it. And I believe that I have uncovered one more. Hey guys, it's CTO of the Theory channel, and I'm so excited because today I will be revealing more secrets from this massive super theory. Many of you know, but in case you don't, the Pixar Theory was invented by John Negroni, and his idea was that every Pixar movie since Toy Story came out takes place in the same world on one large timeline. The timeline starts with Brave in the 16th century and goes all the way to Monsters University in about the year 5000. The theory also goes over the humanity shifts that occur over this time, and the rise and fall of humans, animals, machines, and finally monsters. But I won't be discussing most of this today. Instead, I'll be covering a few side points that the Pixar theory contains. Yes, many mysteries regarding Andy from Toy Story's dad, Emma Jean and her Postcard, as well as the relationship between the families from Inside Out, Up, and Toy Story will be covered today. There has been tons of theorization done on points like these from many people, and I will be using their insight, analysis, and past theories to hone and perfect my points. So, I'll start off by addressing Emma Jean. For those of you who don't know, Emma Jean is a mystery character that had written a postcard to Carl and Ellie Fredricksen from Up, and for some reason that postcard is pinned up on Andy Davis's wall. The question on everybody's mind for years was the obvious: who is Emma Jean? But then that mystery was mostly solved during John Carlin's interview with Pixar director Pete Docter, who stated that Emma Jean was a past love interest of Carl Fredricksen. He said that before Ellie, it was Emma. So, this is great and all, but we still don't know much about her, and as the theorizer put it, the mystery's only half solved. So more on that in a minute, but now I'll move on to address Andy's dad. Andy Davis lives with his mother, Jennifer Davis, and his sister, Molly Davis. But there is no sign or mention of a father anywhere. None of the pictures in the house have anything that could resemble a father, and it's almost like Jennifer wants it this way. So again, the question on everybody's mind has been, who is Andy's father? And I will finally clear that up today. Andy's dad presumably left the Davis family someday and is not part of their life anymore. So it's very possible that he got remarried after leaving Jennifer. Meanwhile, Emma Jean and Carl used to have a relationship, but now Carl and Ellie are married, so it's very possible that Emma is with someone else now. And this is supported even further by the postcard saying, "We are having a wonderful time." So, isn't it obvious? Emma Jean and Andy's father are now married. Well, for this to work, we have to fix a couple of time-related issues. Right now in the Pixar theory, Toy Story takes place in 1997 and Up takes place in around 2015. But I'm saying that Emma Jean, who is around the same age as Carl and Ellie, is also around the same age as Andy's dad. This means that around the time that Andy is young, his mother and father, Emma, Carl, and Ellie, are all in about their 40s, as it looks like Jen Davis is in Toy Story. Up takes place when all of these characters are in their 80s-ish, and Ellie has already passed away. So what I'm trying to explain is that Toy Story would have had to take place 40 years before Up. Toy Story can easily be placed a few years back, in about 1990, and Up can actually be placed farther into the future, around the year 2030, since B&L is already starting to take over cities. So, I'm glad I cleared that up, but why does Andy Davis have this postcard up in his bedroom? I mean, most people have said that he must value it or something like that, but I have come up with a better reason. Andy would clearly want to know what happened to his father, but it's something that his mother doesn't seem to want to discuss, so Andy decided to look into it himself. And this postcard is almost like a clue for him. Now, I have no idea how he might have obtained it in the first place, but the main idea here is that he doesn't value the postcard, he keeps it as a detective would keep evidence. But now, here comes another huge theory. I said in the beginning that I would be connecting the families of Toy Story, Up, and Inside Out. Here it comes. Riley Anderson is the daughter of Emma and Andy's dad. This was something I had looked into ever since seeing Inside Out, since Riley really doesn't look anything like her parents. While her parents have dark hair and brown eyes, she has blonde hair and blue eyes. Odd, considering genetic dominance. So it would make total sense if Riley was adopted. And just look at the resemblance to Andy. Both have blonde hair and both have blue eyes, and both are rare traits. Okay, let me recap a bit in case you're lost. Emma Jean was a past love interest of Carl's. When they supposedly broke up, Carl married Ellie, and Emma married Andy's father, who also supposedly broke up with Jen Davis. Emma and Andy's dad had a daughter, Riley, who was then adopted by Bill and Jill Anderson. I really like this family tree. I planned on extending this video into a whole other analysis on this zip code on the Emma Jean postcard, but I decided to split it into two due to length. You can watch the part 2 to this video right here. I'm overjoyed that I was able to unlock more mysteries in this very deep, very complicated mega theory, and I hope to hear what you guys think of it. So watch part 2, where I cover this zip code and elements from Ratatouille, and until you click on the link, it's CTO of the Theory channel.